name is Sudesh Pillutla. Welcome to Vedantam Kalakshetram YouTube channel. This is our episode 2, Vedantam Kalakshetram Kaburlu. The very first Kuchipudi Yakshaganam was first enacted in Houston in 2012 as Bhakta Prahlada Yakshaganam. Today, we have two artists from the dance drama, Sharmi Padmaja garu. You have a very pivotal role in Bhakta Prahlada Yakshaganam, that as Queen Leelavati, the mother of Prahlada and wife of Hiranyakashipu. And Lanka garu, I think you played two roles.
So I played two roles. One of them is the Vetrahastudu, and the second character was I was one of the snake charmers.
Today, I would like to just spend some time in how the whole of the Prahlada Natakam has come about. Before you go into that, would you please give us the dance background you had?
I started dance when I was 5 years old with my first guru, Srimati Sailaja garu. She is disciple of Bhagavatul Ramakote garu. I was, as a child, I used to go to the dance class, but I always wanted to play as other kids. After coming back from school, I wanted to go and play, but my mom used to say, no, you're going to the dance class. So after learning dance from Sailaja garu for 7 years, I went and saw Shobha Naidu Gari's Vitranarayana ballet. And I went and I was just watching her. That's it. I'm not even watching the ballet or anything. And then I kept on telling my parents that I want to learn dance from her. Several people have important roles to play in this. Of course, my parents, my gurus, and also with the support of my husband, Vedantam. And after marriage, I started learning dance from my husband again.
Before becoming Vedantam Raghava's student, were you practicing dance before?
Yeah, I have been learning dance since I was about 9 years age. My dad, he took me to a guru, Sri Anand garu, and then I met another guru, G. Surya Prakash garu. So I learned for several years with him. And when I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, I met with another guru, Sri Mahalakshmi Gingrich. And she was also actually very unique in her own style. After that, I moved to Detroit. Then I got introduced to Srimati Sandhya Sri Atmakuri. So I got into the Vempati Gari style at that time. Sandhya Garu did a Kumara Sambhavam drama in Detroit.
Okay.
And Raghava Garu was invited to play Tarakasura. So I had the fortune to play together with Raghava Garu at that time.
Padma garu, have you ever participated in any dance dramas earlier, before we did a Bhakta Prahlada?
I participated in dance dramas, Chandalika, Srinivasa Kalyanam, Sri Krishna.
Guru garu means Shobha Naidu garu.
Yes. In 1996, we had a 1-month trip with our Guru Shobha Naidu garu, and we performed at 14 locations at that time. So we performed at that time Chandalika, Sri Krishnam Saranam Mama and Bhama Kalapam, and Sri Krishna Parijatam also. We did these 4 dance ballets and also some solo programs we did. So it is a 1-month tour.
Bhakta Prahlada, is it your first Yakshagana performance?
Yeah, that is my first Yakshagana performance, and also that is the first time I personally am watching a Yakshagana dance drama too.
Can you relive those moments for us?
Yeah, I was nervous definitely because of two reasons. Basically, I never performed in Yakshagana before, and I have no idea how it looks like. And also, I didn't had enough time to practice. I had like only 2 days before they told me this is the role that you're going to play,
Wow.
and this is what you're going to do. And I was so stressed because I was even today, if there is a performance, I'm used to practicing a lot before performing. That I was really nervous to do that. And also dialogue delivery. In all the performances I did, I never delivered any dialogues. This is the first time I have to memorize the dialogue and also say it in front of the audience in a way which I have never done before.
I think you played two roles.
So I played two roles. One of them is the Vetrahastudu. And this character actually gave me a real good challenge. So this Vetrahastudu character is telling everyone that, hey, the king Hiranyakashipu is now entering this auditorium. You all be alert. And the second character was I was one of the snake charmers. That character I played together with Venku Garu. That was a really nice experience. And he's such an extempore artist, just like Raghava Garu. So they all do improvisations on the stage, and the knack is also in not putting the other artist at risk. So that's the trick, right? So you can do all kinds of improvisations that you want, but if you're putting the other artist at risk, they might get nervous and spoil the scene. They have that exact knack and boundaries that they know where they can play freelance, and then they come back to the boundary.
Your specific role in Bhakta Prahlada is a very unique and difficult role.
Yeah, this is a very unique role, and I have never seen this dance drama also before, so that I can know how they are playing this role. So I have to just think that I am a queen and I should not be overreacting. At the same time, I'm a mother. I cannot lose my child, and at the same time, I'm a wife. I cannot disobey my husband. So I have to be very composed all the way through the ballet, and at the same time play my emotional role with both of them.
And there are multiple scenes where there's a dialogue between you and your husband. And there's a scene where it's dialogue between your husband and your child. So in getting all of them and emoting the correct bhava is very difficult, and you nailed it actually. And you have the knack of being very gentle yet very assertive. That you brought up in this role very well.
So it's a very difficult character, very unique character, and I'm glad I did it.
And also, Sudesh Garu, you played a role in Prahlada Vijayam also. What has been your experience playing the role and also interacting with Raghava Garu and Venku?
Right. Actually, I played more than one role. I have played the minister in his court, then the teachers to Prahlada, and the Rakshasa who tortures the Prahlada. Each one has a different unique character. There is a regality in the minister role, and he has to advise the right course of action to King Hiranyakashipu. And as a teacher, they have to teach the traditional value system of Hiranyakashipu. It came more of a comedic role, that one. And of course, the Rakshasas were also kind of comedic, because we are trying to torture Bhakta Prahlada, and it's not working out. Right? So there are all different emotions I have to do. And I have been acting with the two professional actors there. One, Vedantam Raghava, and other is Vedantam. So, but they eased me into the role. They taught me the steps, of course, and the dialogues and everything. And it was a very unique experience. It was the very first dance drama, live dance drama that I have acted. I think it came out pretty okay.
Yeah.
And Sutesh Garu, when you are doing the role on stage, were there any scenes where they were spontaneously doing something and that you were not doing in the rehearsals?
Right. One thing comes to mind. After they taught the kid, Dr. Prahlada, and they come to the court, right, where Hiranyakashipa is testing Dr. Prahlada, and he finds out that Dr. Prahlada is a Vishnu Bhakta. The on-stage emotions that both the teachers, Vedantam, and I, we both have, what to do was not rehearsed, right? That was not in the original script. We knew that we had to be on the stage. During practice, it was Hiranyakashipa and Prahlada, Hiranyakashipa and Leelavati, and we were on the stage there. During practice, what we need to do was not very well spelled out. So we have to improvise. And for example, when Hiranyakashipa gets very angry with us and he takes his sword out, we both fell on the stage. That was spontaneous. It was not rehearsed, and it just came out in the nick of the moment. We both didn't even talk to each other about doing that exactly same thing, and we both just did it. So those kind of improvisation came because both Raghava and Venku gave us that freedom to act, improvise. And so that was a very unique one, and it has a very comedic value there. That was actually brought a lot of laughs from the audience. Yeah?
Actually, something similar happened in our role also when we were doing the Snake Charmers. And Venku Garu would give me some hint that he was going to say something unique on that day, whatever comes to his mind. So we were playing the role, and at the end of it, there are some social awareness aspects also in the drama. So they used to show some of the wrong practices, incorrect practices in the society for treating small illnesses in people. Or let's say the example that was taken was, what do you do if a dog bites you? And then the example would be given, the one person acts like a doctor and says, I will actually pour all the dust on your head and then take a nail and nail it on your head, and then you will be all set. And then all of a sudden he says, Dettadi Pochamagudi. And then I could at least recollect that he said he was going to say something funny in the drama. So I was able to recollect, but actually that's a very nice way of putting together a little bit of comedy, extempore comedy, plus a social message that's kind of a sarcasm or ridiculing of a social practice that they probably had in those days.
We had a nice chat about our experiences in all the three of us participated in Bhakta Prahlada. There are a lot more to talk. We have time constraints. We hope to catch more of these anecdotes in the coming episodes of our YouTube channel. So thank you very much for spending some time with us.
Thank you very much for that.